The hummingbird. Look it up. Just waiting for a few to wake up. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Ain't no story, ain't got time. I know Oh yeah, I got a new microphone alert. All right, good morning. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Yes, I was blinking in synchronicity. Synchronicity. The act of syncing to one's timing, the act of making all actions coordinate around a certain interval of time or space, executing an opportunity to optimize. I think that is a roundabout way of explaining it. I have no Google pulled up. I have no dictionary in front of me. I'm just gathering from my experiences what the definition is. I think a lot of us do that. And some of it is good and some of it is bad because it's a reason why there's a dictionary in Google. Because, sometimes you just got to make sure everything's on up and up, right? So, without further ado, before I get into today's message, because I know no one followed the instructions yesterday as to go over to Psalms 120. So I took the time to go over to Psalms 124. I saw before I get started because, why not? I was up since about 2 o'clock this morning doing laundry because I fell asleep. It started raining. I was doing some gardening. I did a lot of nature walking yesterday. So while getting those things done, I saved my domestic chores for in the midst of the night, in the midst. So here we are with 120, a song of degrees. I don't know who that message was for. Yeah. Okay. In my distress, I cried unto the Lord, and he heard me. Deliver my soul, O Lord, from lying lips and from a deceitful tongue. Which shall be given unto thee, or what shall be done unto thee, thou false tongue? Sharp arrows of the mighty with coals of juniper. Woe is me that I sojourn in Mesech, that I dwell in the tents of Kedar. My soul hath long dwelt with him that hateth peace. I am for peace, but when I speak, they are for war. All right. When Father speaks, Father speaks. And what that is, if you've ever spoken to me before in real time, you know that I always say, God is a gangster. He don't do it the way you think he's gonna do it. He do it the way he's gonna do it. And it'd be a shame for you to think that you are bigger than the program. You are so not. And what was nice about this scripture is it says the sharp arrows with coals of juniper. Yeah, do you know that juniper is also what the original broomstick was made out of? What the original like was from the broom, juniper. And also another interesting thing is juniper is one of the key ingredients in gin. I don't know who that's for. I think one of the ancestor messages is somebody wants a shot of gin. Be responsible or sober up, one of the other, right? Okay. So, with that being said, we are in the presence of our Father, the Most High, Jesus Christ. Thank you very much. I'm his biggest fan, even if you're not. I am. So, keywords: embezzlement, co-conspirators, hmm, a dummy, a smart aleck. Hola. Oh, the smart aleck is way too smart for his own good. So we've got embezzlement, a dummy, a smart aleck, co-conspirators. Somebody needs a health check, a mental health check. There we go. I'll be answering questions later. Later. I have my own style, and that is the answer. I am in love with hats. Hats are a part of my uniform. I like hats. I like to cover my dome. You don't ask, Tiz. You don't go into other people's country and then ask why they dress like that. You shut up and you read the room. Or if you don't shut up and read the room, I don't think people really kind of like people tiptoe around you because they don't know what type of trouble you're coming to cause. Some people are disruptors. They come to disrupt everything and they come to question everything. And sometimes you got to pay attention to some people that come to be disruptors. They could be disruptors, but you have to understand when you get disrupted from your disrupting, don't be upset because sometimes, questions are a wonderful thing. I think it is wrong for you to make it not right for people to ask questions, but if it's not a Q&A, that person has the right to do what they want to do, especially when they came to do something, which is what I came to do, right? Okay, so getting to it, I am going to be doing all 12 signs again this morning because the energy changes from one day to the next day. And I love the Spice Girls, Sporty Spice to be exact. She had like this angelic face and this angelic presence. And yeah, and she was sporty because who says a girl can't run or catch a ball with her hands like this? Because I do it subconsciously. Like I literally came out the store and these two females, I look, sometimes I'm really not aware of my mannerisms. Like I literally really have on like sweatpants and dress all kind of crazies and still be like this. So pardonnez-moi. Mm, that's just it's not even that. I do it when nobody's looking. That's a question I ask myself. Am I a medium? I don't know. All I know is that what I say usually is in alignment with the universe, and it is up to you. I do what I have to do. And that's the reason why I don't want to give advice on this platform, like advice, like stern advice. I'd rather you take what resonates and do what you have to do with your life because I won't give out any bad advice on purpose. It's just I'm actually studying for a professional license so that I could optimize this experience for everyone, including myself, right? I really don't need to know because my audience needs to know me. They need to have this information and they need to talk to me, which is great. And we should talk and get to know one another. But I am not in any way trying to foster any cyber relationships. If you get my gist, that's not safe from what I've gathered. Some of these real life relationships aren't as safe either, but definitely the online ones because you don't know who that person is. So, and then people have a tendency to make lots of profiles, and I think that is creepy, especially when you're not using your face as your avatar. So it's like, I don't know what I'm getting. And you should be mindful of that. There are a lot of people who are trying to find small bits of safety. And when you do that and you suggest that I be open because you need it, think about the rest of the world. Like, why would I do that? But thank you for, it's not disrespect. Thank you for your inquiries. And I'm glad that we had this transaction. So I want to do my poetry before I start the reading. I am going to be using Astro Matrix today. Glad I was able to do it now. I ain't got to. I held you with too much regard. I should have dropped you. The Lord gave his body for debit. You took the credit. I seen who you really rap for. You should forget it. But that was the real con. The real con. Yep. That was the real con. But not a real one. Ain't no reconciliation in this nation. You left a real one. They said it hit you just like a bullet, but not a real gun. They said you was really a chicken yellow like Ocean. You listen, but you really ain't hearing. That was the real con. Yep. 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 But not a real gun. All right, so that's over. And that was my poetry, The Real Con. See, in the last recent years, for some reason, it has been like this blatant uptick in people who are befriending people that they absolutely cannot stand. And they go out of their ways to be around these people. And what we don't know is we've hit a real all-time low in society where these people are no longer looking for friendships. Everybody's looking for a foothold in everybody else's life to, I guess, be a come up or situational help. It's gotten so bad that a lot of relationships are not built on what real relationships used to be built on. They are built on a person being able to either benefit or move away or position themselves in a way in which it catapults them to some fantasy arena that they feel like they're entitled to, even though they've done none of the work. So, in all reality, as the person that you've gotten to this matrix type of situation, once they heal and they no longer see you as the opportunity that you thought you presented as, what do you do then? And if they perceive it before you perceive it, what do you do then? So it's like weird. Information superhighway, right? It's like I can't shut it down. I have information. Like I said, it's like I have my own like personal Jarvis just floating around. I can just pull up my screens. I'm like, okay, this is that. So yes, and this is why I'm up so early in the morning, is because I get enough rest. I have brain food. I like try to, and I have been partaking in less meat. I think that has also been helping me with the brain power. I don't have to, my brain is like able to not be down there working on absorption and digestion. So it's up there working on brain cell recovery and restoration. Whew. That was a mouthful. All right. So back to our planetary movements. We've got Astro Matrix, and this is the Phoenix, one of my favorite parts of the X-Men series, when everybody couldn't understand Jean, and Jean was going through so much. And what's his face? The cute boyfriend she had with the glasses. He was a really nice boyfriend. He wasn't the best boyfriend because he, like, I don't know. He had his times where he just, I don't know. I think they needed to take enough space. And I think, at the end of the day, they were perfect for each other. It's just that they were teen loves and they were so passionate. I guess once they got older, they realized that sometimes space is healthy. I don't know who needs to hear that. Space is healthy. The best relationships I've had give you space, give you lots of space. I think Yeah, the one I had, it was with that one Sagittarius, and he understood my space so good, but he also understood the other part of me. So, shout out to you. And wherever you are, I hope that woman is happy. And I hope to God you found a recipe or two to stick to so that you can feed this girl after you harass the hell out of her. But wishing you all the best in the luck and in the love and everything. Let me go and get my Zodiac cloth because I like to keep up with what I'm going. Excuse me. Okay. So we're starting off with Aquarius. We're going to start at the top. So our next reading, we're not going to start off at Aquarius. This is a Scorpio moon, so I think I need to rotate it. We're in Scorpio. We're actually entering. No, we're sitting on the cusp of Scorpio. So you know what? This is what I'll do today. We'll start from Scorpio. Yeah, let's do that. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Today is October the 21st. Let's be sure. Let's be sure. Yep. Nope. The 22nd. I'm a day late. So it's the 22nd, which is a 4, which is even, which is nice. I love the numbers 22. I like 222. The last vehicle that I did have was a white Challenger, and the numbers on it was 222. And like everything on that, like it was 222s all over that car. So I got away with a lot with that car. Loved it. And yes, I am a bit of a NASCAR driver. I am a street surgeon. I'm a car girl. So I know the glitter and all that. It's nice and all that, but I'm a car girl. Yeah. I actually can answer questions about cars sometimes. Little small ones, yeah. Bunch of pistons and all that, gaskets, things of that nature. How many RPMs you should drive with safety so you don't burn as much fluids. And heating up your car in the wintertime, do you know that because you're not driving, you're actually messing up the car because the gas does not move through the system without the car moving. So it kind of be best for you to just get in the car with something warm on and put the car on. And don't turn on the defroster so you don't freeze your nuts. I don't know. Winter's coming. It's not here yet. So something time to think about it. So we're doing Scorpio first. And hello, 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 and goodbye. Hello and goodbye. Hello and goodbye. So yeah. And some people, this was a message. Some just said, this is a two-sided message. For the person who people did wrong, stay patient. It's about to get ugly. On the other side, for the people who participated, you ain't got no reason or no other choice but to stay patient. It's about to unfold. Okay, that's it for that one. Boop, 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 boop. All right, so Scorpio, I am not. Little hand shuffle. Hold up. Little hand shuffle. Little hand shuffle. All right. Scorpio. Y'all took 3 cards? I'm going to give you 3 cards because you took it. This would fell out. The King of Swords, which is the cutoff master. So who got cut somebody off? And the Page of Pentacles, which is fresh, inspiring ideas focused on getting the cash. Is upside down. So what's going on? And The Ten of Cups. It was also in a reverse. What's going on, King of Swords, Scorpio? Why are you losing your money? What's going on? You need a fresh perspective. What you need some fresh ideas. You probably need a fresh environment. That's probably what's going on, Scorpio. So, whatever it is, just because you're in the upright. You're in the upright. So whatever it is, you're almost through whatever the stress is. But I don't know if it's financial or I don't know if it's abundance. I don't know if it's happiness or peace, but this is the transition period and it's your season. So it's all in what you make it. And sometimes, even during your birthday season, you got to buckle down and really get, especially as you get older, you got to really think about what matters in life. So, to all my Scorpios out there, if you're having a not so good time, this won't last forever, but do buckle down and prioritize. Okay. I was hoping to give you a better message, but this is the message I got. Okay. Sorry about that. Well, not sorry about that. Get your life together. Okay. So moving on to Sagittarius. That is the archer. That's the one with the bow shooting. And that's the half human. That's the half human, half warrior. That's the half horse. It has the horse's booty. And Sagittarius are very adventurous and they're very outgoing. They take risk. Not all risk are good risk, but they take risks. And there's a good and a bad side to Sagittarius. What I do like about Sagittarius is spontaneous. Spontaneous can be good. It can also be toxic because the spontaneity of some Sagittarius is a distraction. And from what I've observed in my personal experience, when you have someone that's doing much, and that's just with a lot of signs that display a lot of bravado, when you have a person that has to do the bravado, they have to be seen, they cannot quietly enter and exit a room, that usually signals a bigger issue within the person. They haven't gotten the attention, they have not been heard. There's something about them that has been shut down, and due to them being shut down so much, they display it in very, very toxic ways. And a lot of times they lose even the focus of what they were trying to be heard about in the first place. So a lot of times they need redirection. And the only way to really redirect Sagittarius is to leave them be and kind of put them in a situation where they have to focus. So that is for Sagittarius. So focus, focus, focus. Let's pull your card. Sorry, that was 2 cards because my fingers. That's Temperance, what I was just saying. So that's Temperance in the upside down. So Sagittarius, what I will tell you is because your birthday is coming up, and you're going to be doing the holiday season, in which you're not going to get a lot of attention during the holiday season anyway, because everybody's going to be running around trying to do gifts, trying to do this, trying to overextend themselves, just like you might be. I've seen this in the mall. Like, I've seen a person, they'll see somebody buy stuff, and because even if they don't have it, because they look happier buying their stuff, they'll try to achieve the same happiness by trying to buy the same amount of stuff. But really, it has nothing to do with the stuff. It was the happiness that they were trying to achieve. So try not to worry about other people's happiness and worry about your own. It's an easier life. It really is. Okay, Sagittarius, done with you. Capricorn, no cap, no cap, no cap. No cap for you. If you are who you say you are, a superstar. What is that? Lupe Fiasco. I like that guy. I do not know when his birthday is, but lately I have been, I like that skateboard song, Kick, Push, Kick, Push. Sometimes you got to kick and push. It is all about your own kinetic energy, your own inertia. You've got to do it, cause and effect. So Capricorn, here's your card. Here's your card. Here's your card. What is it? Okay, it's the Hermit, which is a great card for Capricorn. Okay. And he has a flashlight. You see this little flashlight? He's illuminating some things. Okay, so the Hermit is the isolation card, which I'm very aware of. Isolation is key sometimes. Sometimes you got to sit yourself away from things so that you could see the bigger picture. So this is Capricorn sitting to the side and he's watching, he's looking, he's peering into the distance because what you don't realize about Capricorn is not being that cold to you, even though it comes off mechanical because they are the thinker of the zodiacs. They are the accountant. They're a lot like Virgos. They are meticulous about things, but they tend to get a bit stoic and they look at emotions as weakness. So if a Capricorn loves you, they freaking love you, or it's about to be some crazy stuff going on because that was not in the paperwork. That was not in black and white. Look, that we didn't count that in. So, with the Capricorn, just be mindful that a Capricorn needs to know if we're going to be in the black and the red, and then maybe you might get a kiss. They just need to know, are all the parts moving? And it could be good and it can be bad depending on where you are with your Capricorn. Just know that the Capricorn needs reassurance and they kind of need a receipt or a statement or itemized list. Okay, Caps, enjoy your day. All right, we're getting on to Aquarius, the water bearers. That is an air sign. The air sign, the Aquarius is an air sign that is a water bearer. Mystical. This is the age of the Aquarius. This is the illumination. This is the deletion period. This is the Thanos period. If anybody knows about Marvel, you know what Thanos did when he snapped his fingers. It's like the thinning of the veil, you really got to see how bad things can get, and you really got to see how good things could get in the snap of a finger if you only just disappear some things. Yeah. Okay, so I'm still shuffling, little hand shuffle, because my hands are not big. They're still not big. See, look, little hand shuffle. And then, oh, this looks like an Aquarius right here, but this is at the bottom. I didn't pull this out. This looks like an Aquarius right here. I like how the blue and everything, but that's the Magician. But the card on top is the card that matters. And it also looks like an Aquarius. I ain't gonna lie. Look, look, look. This is what I just drew off the top. Knight of Wands. Ooh. And this is the Magician. And look what he's got in his hand. It's a wand. Oh, is anybody doing the Harry Potter challenge where everybody gotta have their wands? Because I think I'm gonna get one. Because I'm gonna be, y'all ain't gonna catch me off guard. I'm gonna be ready. Okay, so let's talk about this Aquarius here. This is the Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands usually talks about the extension of yourself, the power and extension of yourself. Sometimes it's your sexual self, sometimes it's your mechanical self, sometimes it's just your work self, your familiar self, whatever you extend to connectivity. This is your wand. This is what is the basis of most of your relationships, whatever you got going on, Aquarius. So, looks fiery, looks sure, looks like he's ready to dash off into the night, which is great. But you see how this horse is rearing back here? Be careful with too much bravado. I don't know if it was you, but be careful with too much bravado and everything. And just know that your style is your style. It's not your job to make a person accept your style. And it's not, if you have your style, you have your style. It's okay. Stick around the people who like your Aquarius, because there are different Aquariuses. I know dirty ones, I know clean ones, I know different kinds of Aquariuses. I know an Aquarius that is very sensitive, but they want to fight everybody. Yeah, that quiet was the sense. It's like, how are you a bully, but you're going to go and cry about it? Yeah, that's different. So, just know that Aquarius is a very emotional sign, a very intuitive sign, but they're a very extreme sign. And once the feelings get hurt, they can go pretty far without realizing how much damage can be done in the wake. And actually, that is a property of water and air. So that is an air sign. Aquarius is the water bearer. We know what happens mid Atlantic when that warm air and that water, hurricane season. So, yeah, Aquarius, I'm scared of you, but I tend to stay away from hurricane zone. So, have a great day, Aquarius. Watch out for too much bravado and be mindful of the damage that you can cause. I know. Be aware. I know. Okay, so next, let's go with Pisces. We've got a fish, we've got the pescatarian diet. I have not had no fish. I only had like shrimp and squid and scallops. No shrimp. I mean, no fish. No fish. And I've been seeing people like been eating a lot of tilapia. I used to eat tilapia until I caught one day. I caught one and it was opalescent on one side and it looked like poo on the other side. And after that, it was like, nah. I caught one at Chop Tank that one time. Little hand shuffle. But I know my grandfather, Theophilus, he used to take us fishing at Unicorn Lake. And I used to always just wonder what he used to do when he would be gone so long. All those summers, I used to be wondering and stuff. But I guess now I know. Now I know. Okay, so Pisces. Top card. Let's see the bottom just to look. Oh, it's the sun. Illumination. I don't know why I just thought of Despicable Me. Despicable Me was supposed to stay where it was in the movies on the cartoon. Some of y'all crazy adults tried to play it in real life. Oh, awful for you. Awful. So after the sun's illumination, let's see the top card. Three of Pentacles. And we've got a group of people here looking at some plans on a table with the Three of Pentacles. Looks like they're in some type of a great room, big room. If this were my house, this would be like either the eating room, the dining hall, or the family room. So this is this Three of Pentacles. Let's see. It is plans. They're looking at plans. There are two males and one female. And the one male looks like he's really trying to figure it out. The other one is looking convincing on this side here. And the female, she just has a smile on her face. Looks like she has the overall plan, whatever these guys got going on, she has the overall plan. So be mindful of somebody taking over the plans. This is Pisces. This is reading for Pisces. And she looks one track minded too. So be mindful of a situation in where a person looks to be all in it and they look to be like they're a team player, but honestly, the only person that's going to benefit is them. And if it goes in reverse, ooh, they taking everybody with them. All right, let's go. I'm done with Pisces because I didn't even like what I seen. So yeah, just be mindful doing group projects that one person doesn't get all the credit, or let the work show for itself. Let's do it like that. Let everybody get the work, get what they deserve from whatever this plan is. Pisces. Done. All right. Aries, 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 Aries. Hello, ram, lam, 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 lam. Don't butt me, don't butt me, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't push me, don't push me. Do, 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 do. We're on a different sides of the same stick. I've got to see. I'm going to come over to your page and see what you're doing. What you're doing. All right. So we're in Aries, and Aries is like the ram. Steadfast, unmoving at times. I think that's like associated with the god of war. It's like fire, passionate, you know. So sometimes they don't like that. They don't like being fire and passionate because they look at it as something that can control them, in which it actually does control you. And the fact that you have to try to control the fire and the passion makes for a very difficult situation, I would say. Let me do a little hand shuffle. All right. And now we're going to go back to the side shuffle. All right. Bottom of the deck, what we got? Five of Wands upside down. That's this battle here. So there's an internal battle, Aries. What are you doing? Breathe, relax, relate, release, drink some water, take your meditation. Recycling day. Today is recycling day for me. I don't know if it's recycling day for you, but make sure you wash out your containers. I actually had one of my neighbors, I don't know who he is. He collects cans. So what I am going to start doing is putting my tin cans in a separate container for him so that he can come take it and he doesn't have to dig through the trash, because it seems to take him a bit of time to do it, since I was able to like gather stuff and go and meet him at the door. So yeah, recycling is great. Do our part. Some people actually get a good bit of money from collecting tin cans. So I don't mind that this guy comes by. It makes me feel good that he's not trying to steal a package. He's actually out here making whatever little bit he can. And that to me is great. If I see him again, I'll offer him something because I like that. You know, he's not harming anybody and he's not harming me. And I don't see any harm in making sure if he fills his quota, you know. So Aries, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. Mind on your money, and your money is on your mind. All right, so and we've got the Page of Swords at the bottom for this one. I don't know. So I'm going to let you look at the figure, study it. Got on some booties, some heels or something. And a sword. Looks like swinging with nothing to aim for. Money on the mind for Aries. Swinging with nothing to aim for. Aries. Money on the mind. You may be super focused, but be careful of swinging aimlessly at goals that may or may not be unachievable. Passion alone will not get it done. Be careful to not get so obsessed with your goals that you start compromising your morals and your lifestyle to achieve the pinnacle. It's okay to downsize sometimes in order to upgrade. Sometimes we get so caught up on an illusion or the vision that we forget that the journey is where it's at. Okay, so this is for Aries. Like I said, be careful of just swinging aimlessly at this goal that you want, because people will see that and they will take advantage of that. If they see you, I'm trying not to say it, but it's desperation. If they see you in desperation, they will take advantage and manipulate that. And even you yourself will take advantage and manipulate that, because you'll tell yourself that this is what it's for at the expense of a lot of other things. So just be mindful with that aimless swinging. This page here. Be mindful with the aimless swinging at the pentacles, okay? Because some people will pull the rug from in front of you, or they'll dangle the carrot and you'll never get the carrot, but you'll be exhausted and you'll be angry, and that could cause a whole nother rift. So that is for Aries. I wanted this to be in better energy, but it is what it is. But the thing, the wheel is constantly turning, and we can make things change for the positive. So now we're going into Taurus. Hi, bulls. Hi, Taurus. Hopefully you're not seeing red. And if you are seeing red, it's at a comfortable shade that does not make you go off. Alrighty. Hello, Taurus. That is the end of April, the beginning of May. I am one of the ones I have not adapted to the 13 signs, and feel free to do what you'd like to do, but I'm going to stay where I'm at. And if I see good details, supporting details to where it's healthier to switch to the 13 signs, then that's what I'll do. But it's through my own process in which I operate. Little hand shuffle again. So we're going to Taurus. Let's go. Okay. That's how you felt, Taurus? We've got 2 cards for Taurus. We've got the 2 of Wands, and we've got the 6 of Swords. All right, so the 2 of Wands is, you're looking out over the overlook. You've got eagle vision. You've got the eagle flying over. You're looking out. You've got one of the wands held up on the ledge. You got one of the wands secured. So you've got half of what you want secured, but you're still trying to procure the other half. Stay in positive motion, and you might get it. You might just get it, because this is the world in your hands. You have a lot of future ahead of you. Just be mindful that you don't go over the ledge. You have a lot of future coming. And 6 of Swords upside down. This is transition. This is getting away. So you might have to weather the storm in order to get to the other side, but you have so much future ahead of you. So just weather the storm. It's a transitional period for you. Try not to let things get too heavy for you, and you know the load that you are carrying. So like I said, you have the whole world ahead of you. Make the best decisions. And remember, karma is a thing. You might get away from it for a second or two, but when it hit, it's going to hit at the most inconvenient time. It really is. So with that being said, we're going to get to the next one, which is Gemini. My finger itching. Is that good or is that bad? I don't think it's for me, because it's like my pinky. I don't think that's for me. All right. Say Gemini. Small hand shuffle. Again. Small hand shuffle. Come on, go together. I'll do it again, because somebody's messing with me. Hope you brush your teeth. All right. Side shuffle. 4 on the clock. And top card. 4 of Wands. This looks balanced. I like it. I like the fact that there's a dark-skinned girl and a fair-skinned girl on here. Real quick. This is funny because this actually looks like a Gemini sign. With the 2 bars right here and the 2 bars right here. How they usually do it in the bold italic. It's funny, right? But this is the 4 of Wands. And this is for Gemini. And I wanted to show you what's on the bottom, because my hands are small. What's on the bottom, actually? Oh, shucks. I didn't even see it myself. This is the Page of Wands. And she's like on fire. And she's doing some fun stuff. She's throwing that baton and she's throwing it in a circle. Woo! Throwing it in a circle. Woo! Throwing it. Let me not get too carried away. Come back. So this is the four. Four of wands. And when you've got wands, just know that things are manifesting. You're stirring it up. You're stirring it up. You're stirring it up. Chicken noodle soup. Chicken noodle soup. Chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side. So, and it's so funny because what I mentioned about the complexions of the girls, I've always had these issues. I've either always been either too dark or too light in the room. When really, what are y'all looking at? I'm just a girl. It's like people see you in a room and they have to put all of these labels and things on you. And as a Gemini, a true Gemini, we get labeled a lot. And you have to know that there are no two Geminis alike. There aren't. They're as eclectic as Coogee sweaters caught in the wash with too much with bleach. It's like something's going to run, something's going to cross, something's going to yeah, you just don't do it. That's why you take Coogee sweaters to the dry cleaners. So yeah, with the Gemini, this is the Coogee time for the Gemini. See, for some reason, Gemini in Scorpio, it's like it sets off a thing in us to where we start re-identifying how we want to do. This is the transitional season for Gemini to find out what the next thing is. And I know about myself, this is usually the time in which I find out the new textures, colors, and things of the fall. So if you are a Gemini like I am, be it man or woman, you are the thing. It's you. It's you, Gemini. And I don't say that because the partiality. Geminis can be as extreme as from Kanye to Trump. So we don't know what the style is going to be. Just trust that Gemini knows their style. You can either share in the like or you don't. But Gemini is going to be Gemini. And Gemini also has to know that, yeah, we can meet you in the middle. It's not Gemini doesn't need to run around trying to look for the approval of others, even though that could be looked at as a bad trait from the outside looking in, because other people have a tendency to turn that into a reason to try to humble us. But honey, if you were paying attention to yourself, you wouldn't be taking any action over here. And that's a word. So Gemini, we're done. It's quite concise. We do our own thing. We, shoot our own flames and just don't get close and try to make whatever you want it to be. It's a Gemini thing. We're just doing our own thing. It's either you want us to be a part of the party, or you don't want us to be a part of the party. Either way, the party's still going to be going on. Okay. So next, let's get over to Cancer. Cancer. No, it doesn't make you a crab in the barrel, not unless you're pulling someone else down or over, because your hard exterior is making you bitter. Okay, Cancer, let's do a small hint. So, this how we feeling? Death and transformation. Up. And the Hanged One is at the bottom of the deck. So we've got Death and Transformation and the Hanged One at the bottom of the deck. All right, Death and Transformation means that you got to put some into some stuff. When I was young, I did kid things. When I became an adult, I put those childish things away. And this is what has to happen. You see the deity coming out, and you see the fallen soldier. You've lived a hard, long life. but however, hasn't gotten you any further than where we are now. So now you have to find something new to do, and it's going to be okay. You just have to find something new to do. Some of us get comfortable doing things for so long, even though those things have not done anything for us in the long run, as being comfortable. And some of us can't afford to be comfortable. Think about that. You can't afford to be comfortable in a hard situation. Imagine you keeping a bed that makes your back hurt. And because you've always made this bed and all the sheets that you have fit this bed, you never get a new bed. So now you got back problems, you've got sciatica problems, your legs hurt, swole, you don't get sleep, nothing. And you've got the money to get the new bed, but you don't go get the bed because you're too comfortable. The springs are coming through this bed. The stuffing is coming out this bed. But because you are comfortable with this bed, you don't change the bed. This is what this means. Put an end to some things so that you can get somewhere in life. And that's what I have for Cancer. Remember, this was the bottom one, was the hangman, which means that this is indecision. This is hanging here. This is meaning you're meandering. You're meandering. You're acting as though you don't see that green light. I'm glad you stopped when it was red, but you're acting as though you don't see that green light. It's time for you to just shut some stuff off and keep it pushing. All right, Cancer, let's keep it moving. This is great. This is my second 12 Zodiac read, and we are almost done. We've got Leo, Virgo, Libra, because we started at Scorpio. Leo and Virgo and Libra. So we're going to Leo. We're going to Leo. Hello, Lion. Hopefully you brushed your mane. I know some Leos that do not brush their hair. Brush your hair. You're going to be big and showmanship and all that good bravado, and you don't brush your hair. Get the lint out your hair. All right, Leo. Let's go, Leo. Little hand shuffle. Side hand shuffle. How are my Leos doing? Top card. Ace of Wands. He's got the magic. It twice. Got the magic. Ooh. So, Mr. Magic, what you doing, Mr. Magic? Hopefully you doing some magic. The good kind of magic. Not a dark worker magic. Now, dark worker magic, I'm telling you now, that's them gambling boys. Them boys that throw them things, throw them wands out there. They be playing Russian roulette with their body parts and their monies and they bill money and whatever. They be taking chances, ain't got no time to take. So if you out there, Leo, and you taking them unnecessary chances, stop it. Stop it. And the reason why it seems so exciting to you is because of this hormone that keeps getting released. It's the endorphins and the excitement. But I'm trying to tell you, when that parlay don't go through, okay, it's down we feel. And then you want to spread all your Leo fire sign because you big hurt. So keep control because you have the magic stick. You have the manifestation power. You have the power to restore anything to good. But you also have the power to wave your wand and make things disappear that were also good. So be in control. And you want to know what's on the bottom of the deck for supporting details because my little hand was wrapped around it. Temperance in the upright. What I just tell you? Check your own temperature before you go and doing things. And you are the magician. So either you can make these things go right or make them go wrong. But be careful. Don't overbet. Don't overthrow. Don't over foresight. Don't overcast. Right? Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Eggs are fragile. So, yeah. Keep your temperance. You are the magician. You have the wand, Leo. But you have to be heavy as the head that wears the crown. Be responsible. Be responsible. Sun, moon, rising, all that good stuff. Remember, all the planets, we're all in movement, energy, and motion. The same way your body is in different alignments, think about the way that the stars align. Things are constantly shifting. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Ooh, it's so loud. I don't want to mess my table up. All right. So we've got Virgo. Virgo, the accountant, the other accountant besides the Capricorn, but this is the business person. This is the one with the attaché case. This is the one that makes sure that the pencils are sharpened and that the ink guards are on the bottom and everything. And they get so meticulous to the point where they start agitating everybody around them because they're so damn meticulous. Unacceptable. Remember Adventure Time, the lemon guy on there? And yeah, it's the lemon guy. And he's like, because you need to go suck a lemon sometimes when you just get so, you don't approve of nothing, which means that it's something in you that you're not approving of, but you're projecting it out on the whole world, and everybody's pretty much like, go somewhere. Okay, Virgo. Sometimes we gotta be telling the Virgo, go somewhere. If you want to be perfect, go over there and be perfect. And let me fall apart in peace. Go somewhere. Sometimes they don't even be perfect themselves. They just have this perfectionism about them. Imagine being perfect outside and then you go in the house and your whole house is a disaster. Like, I've seen that. That's for a South Node Virgo. A North Node Virgo will actually try to have some things together, but honestly, they hiding something dirty in the corner. I ain't gonna lie. They a lot of times they have this. It's just like they'll have everything in order. Some of them they'll have everything in order, and it's just be one area of their life that it just be in super disarray, and they hope the heck you don't find it. Real stuff. All right. I'll let you see the card on the bottom. Ooh. 5 of Cups. Dark. Very dark. That's at the bottom. Let's see what's at the top. Okay. We got the store. We got the Virgo with the store. We also got this card that is dark. So here we go, Virgo. So you are the main character in your life. However, this 5 of Cups is like dark and brooding, and he's carrying like a heart wrapped around the hands and it's dangling. So, are you in a heart fog, or are you having difficulties understanding a connection, or are you trying to, I don't know, have you overcomplicated a connection? Because this looks like you're the main character, all these stars, water, almost like it's like Aquarian energy. So this has the potential for a weather disaster. So it's like a storm brewing. This is like an emotional storm brewing, because remember, this is the dark brooding and this is the heart and the chain dangling from his hand. I don't know if you see it. You see it. And this is the star. This is the water. You know, the daughter of baskets is in the Bible. But also this has an Aquarian energy. The daughter of baskets is in the Bible. I think she's in Acts. She's mentioned a few times. So with this Virgo, you complicated things way too much. And it's time to unwind yourself out of it. Virgos aren't, I don't know how to say this about their emotions of a Virgo, because they do have emotions. They just appear mechanical because a Virgo looks at emotions, an outward show of emotions, as weak, although they do show outward emotions. It's just the emotions that they choose for you to see. So I don't know how that goes for them. It's just they try to control what they project, even though they're not in control of what they project, because they don't understand that stuff shows on the outside. If things are going to shit for you, you're going to look like shit. I don't care what you put on, how you dress it up, what your conversation consists of, how big you smile. If things are going shitty, it's going to show up. So Whatever you've complicated, abort, abort. I don't know. Abort, abort. And this is for Virgo. This is some dark brooding, complicated stuff that you've got going on here. And honestly, I don't feel good about it. It's very, very heavy energy. It's very, very heavy energy. And the man has on heels and the woman is muscular. So there's a Virgo man that's way too far on one side. He is not in balance. He's definitely not in balance. And there's a Virgo woman who also is not in balance. And the two of them together is brewing up a really horrible storm. Boy. Yeah, it's a Virgo, get it together. Sit on somebody's couch, chair, health, mental evaluation, because this don't look good. We're not in a good space, Virgo. And I don't know what's going on. We're not in good space, whether it's masculine or feminine. And this does not scream North Node at all. So get it together, Virgo. Get it together. That was heavy. That was heavy. Ooh, Virgo. I'm glad I'm at Libra. That was just too much. Whoo, whoo, Virgo. What did you do? Ooh. Okay, so whoo. Virgo. All right, Libra, let's get to Libra. And some cards just popped out with Libra. We've got the Emperor and the Magician for Libra. We just came out of Libra season. Let me show you what's on the bottom. The Eight of Pentacles. So this is hard work. This is very, very hard work. This is studious. This is focusing on a craft. You see how she's painting on the pentacle. She has her pentacles lined up on the tree. So she's trying to stack some dough, because Libras, they do like to get to their money. They're always money minded. Even though they are very indecisive when it comes to a lot of things, when it comes to money, they make decisions on money. This is Emperor energy, and this is the Magician. So there are possibilities. There is a chance for a Emperor to put itself on the map, to actually make some good things happen. So this is Libra energy, and we have this Eight of Pentacles at the bottom. So stack it down, get it, get to greatness. It's here. It's possible for you. You have the Magician, you have the Wand, you have you have all the tools necessary to get where you need to go. And there's a chance for an ascension here. So yeah, definitely stack your dough, get to it. Keep everything out your way that's going to stop you from getting where you got to go at. And it's going to happen. All right. So that was your 12 zodiacs for this morning. This is October the 22nd. We are now in Scorpio season. You have had your general reading for today. I will probably pop on later on and do a North Node reading for you all, since I'm pretty sure you do need it. No Midhaven messages as of yet. And maybe we'll do a South while I'm out in the way. I'm pretty sure there are some South Node peoples out there that can give me some energy for you. So have a great morning. I've got one more load of laundry. I did the whites already. Yep.